Well, good morning, folks. Welcome to another episode of Poppy's Kitchen. Well, I've been having some hankering for some homemade spaghetti. Of course, my style, of course. This spaghetti, first thing I gotta do is put together my homemade meatballs. And today I'm going to be using some venison sausage and about a pound or so of a regular hamburger. We're going to mix that together. And then I'll make my meatballs and put them in. I got my base for my sauce over there all ready to go. Just got to add my ingredients to that, which would be some onions and some mushrooms. So let's get the meatballs put together. That should be fun. We'll put in our hamburger first. There we go. Now if you don't like meat, just leave the meat out. And the next thing I'll put in is going to be a couple of eggs. Yep, eggs, 2 of them. There's one. And 2. That was easy enough. Now we're going to put in the venison. I don't know, I got about 1.5 pounds. You know me about measuring. I put in what I want. That over here, that over here. I'm going to add about 1/2 thing of butter. Just cut 1 in half. We'll throw that in there. I'm going to add in some black pepper. Oh yeah, that's good. And I got some red pepper here because I want to give it a little bit of pop. That's enough of that. Throw that up here. Next here I've got some garlic and salt mix. We'll throw that in there. The next thing I'm going to do is throw in some breadcrumbs. And these here are Italian breadcrumbs, seasoning that. So that should make that. Now let's see what happens when we turn this baby on. Don't even know if it's on or not. Could be. There we go. Just turn her up to 1. Hold it down so it don't fly away. Mix it in pretty well. When you're mixing that wild meat, you can smell the difference between a wild meat and store-bought meat, that's for sure. Venison came from a deer my son got. It's nice to share with me. I don't get out and hunt anymore, but the only thing I hunt with is my camera now. but I still like venison. Grazed on it. Alright, I just want to take a look at it here, see what it is. Well, we'll mix just a little bit more, get that butter blended in a little better. I like the smell of it. Oh yeah, that's going to be good. Take that paddle off, I don't need that. Throw that right in there. Got her all out. Got a small kitchen, so I don't have a whole lot of room here. I'll move this back out of the way. Set it there for now. I think I'll put that here. I think I might move you folks over onto the other side. This is kind of wobbly. If I ever win the megabucks, I want to get myself a new stand to hold this camera, but oh well, not this year, maybe next year. We'll see. Jelly bee. Well, next thing I'm going to do is got this here. I'm going to put my meatballs on. But first I think I might just turn on this oven. I want to put her on bake. That's bake. I'm going to set it at 375 degrees. Now, the fun. Roll them up a ball. Make them as big as you want. Now I didn't add my onions and stuff in there. I'm going to saute those and add them to my sauce over there to let it simmer. So I got a nice fat meatball there. Oh yeah. I don't know, I might have to get 2 pans here. That's all right, I love lots of meatballs. You can eat them separate, you know. Oh yeah. Throw a little sauce on them and away you go. I don't know how much these will shrink. The hamburger I got wasn't the real fatty one. Yeah, so they wouldn't shrink up too much and add too much fat in there. Of course, I just got back from the doctors. They told me I'm still fat. I said, I didn't know that, but thank you very much. Does that mean I still have to pay you? You didn't do your job. She said, no, you didn't do your job. I said, oh well, maybe next time. Who the heck's want a skinny, bony guy anyway? You want some love handles on there to hang on to. I guess not, but daydreaming. Been kind of missing my lady friend. She died here a week and a half ago. I think about her a lot. You don't miss somebody until they're gone, do you? I mean, I don't know. It's not that we spent every minute together, but she liked to ride around with me, and it was some good company. But that's alright. Well, it ain't alright, but let's put it this way, there ain't anything I can do about it. Well, I was hoping to end up with about a dozen meatballs here, but we'll see. We'll see, Jelly Bee. Oh, that's a big one. Now, three, 6, 9, 12, 15 of them. Hey, I got a bonus. How about that? All right. So, what we'll do now is put that into the oven. Get me heating up there. Leave them in there for a half hour to start with, and then I'm going to check on them and see what they look like. Close that up. Come over here. Take my fry pan here. And I kind of like this oil to put in to do the sauteing in. Put that in. Oh, goodness. Ran out. That ain't a good sign. Well, let's see what else I got here. I could add a little bit of vegetable oil. Just mix it in. Now I want to crank this up on medium high. Let that warm up for a minute. My base. Not very hard to make a base, but what I'll do is put in the things I want into that. I usually use these basil leaves. Just a tad of red pepper. Now this is called pizza seasoning. Why, you say? Because I love that seasoning taste. Yes. A few shakes of that. Next is the Italian seasoning. Just a few shakes. Another thing I like is the mustard seed. Just a few sprinkles. And one other thing here, if I can find it. I got too many spices. Here it is, cumin. I wanted some cumin. Cumin's supposed to be healthy for you. Hasn't helped me lose weight, but there's the cumin. So that's good. Oh, got my stir thingy here. You know what, I better set that timer for a half hour to check on those when I... Usually when I smell things burning, I know it's pretty near done. Not really. There's my mushrooms. Oh, I love the onion, so you can put in whatever you want, but, or choose whatever vegetable you want. Okay. I just love those mushrooms. Oh, they're so tasty. But yes. I tried to lay off the red peppers a little bit. They weren't agreeing with me too much, so I says, well, I better stop eating them for a while. Well, that's all I pretty much have on how to make this. The only thing I got to do is simmer down my sauce for about an hour or two. We'll see how that goes. I'll add my mushrooms and onions to my sauce. It's already got the seasonings that you saw me put in there. And my last step will be to boil down some spaghetti. And then add in my meatballs. And then we'll have a nice spaghetti dinner for lunch. I made enough to go for a week or two. I don't know. My son stops in and he usually takes about 2/3 of it. Oh well, I love him. Anyway, when I get it all put together and get a plate all out there, I'll show you what she looks like. I like, after it's done, I like to get some of that grated cheese on top, you know. And of course, all that fattening stuff is what makes me me. Well, I'm glad you stopped by, and like I said, I'll stop in for a minute and show you if it comes out or not. I certainly hope so. Talk to you all later. Yeah, doesn't that look delicious? Big old fat meatballs. Yeah. Going to be a wonderful lunch. See all those onions and mushrooms in there? Catch y'all later.